For me, being an independent artist means having a self-contained vision of my creative path. I'm fortunate enough that I'm constantly being bombarded with ideas musically, lyrically, visually, and to be able to take advantage of those ideas and to be able to craft my own art, my own path is quite a privilege. I would describe my music as rock and roll. You know, I've been called alternative, and I don't really even know what that means. I mean, it contains components of everything I've ever heard, anything I've listened to. I grew up playing some classical piano and listened to a lot of different styles of music, and it just finds its way into whatever it is that I write and perform. The good thing about rock and roll as a title, and even as a genre, is that it can incorporate just about anything and still remain rock and roll. The album is called The Fine Art of Politics because every song is about one form of politics or another. Of course, there's partisan politics, and that figures its way into some of the lyrics, but then there's the politics that we encounter in everyday life. There's the politics of the workplace, the politics of relationships, and the politics of self. When we have to lie to ourselves or fool ourselves in order to be motivated or to be able to get through something. You know, the opening song is called Living the Lie, and it's about trying to get through a struggle, and the only way to actually succeed in getting through that struggle is by lying to yourself when it's necessary, and to hopefully dispense with the self-lying when it's convenient. I recorded the album pretty much everywhere. I recorded it in a basement, in a living room, in a bedroom, in an office, and basically anywhere that was convenient and any time that was convenient. And that's normally the things that didn't require particular sound. In some instances, I actually went to a location where drums would sound best, and maybe in some cases even tracked using analog to get an analog sound on the drums themselves. But for the most part, everything was have a laptop will travel, and that's the beauty of digital technology and having a laptop. With the exception of one song on the album, everything was pretty much mixed in an office/storage space at home, you know, which poses its own challenges, but you know, with speaker placement and being able to review your mixes in different environments. In my case, in my truck, where I listen to most of my music, I got a good idea of whether the mix was appropriate or not. And I know that's how do you get a good sound? And again, it's up to everybody else to decide whether I got a good sound or not. I think I did, and at the very least, I think I got the sound that I wanted. But it's not just about the mixing to get it to sound really good in any different environment. It's about the mastering, and fortunately, I was able to bring it and work with Michael Romanowski here in San Francisco, and he was able to bring it to the next level and get it so it sounded consistent and up to par with anything else that you might be hearing out there.